messing around a little bit. I'm experimenting with dropping down a step and a half down to E, so you can get that nice boogie woogie like a guitar. Kind of a cool range. I don't know what you'd call it. I'd like to call it alto violin, but I guess that's another thing. That's an octave down, something or other. But anyways, let me know what you think I should call that if I stick with this dropped tuning. I kind of like it. Guitar players drop tuning all the time, do drop tunings. So why can't we? I think it's an interesting sound. Anyways, I'm here to announce something that I'm not going to do a live stream this Wednesday, as I do every Wednesday lately. We've done it for 16 weeks now. I like it. It seems to be giving value to people, and I enjoy it. 6:30 on Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays. I've been doing it, but I'm going to be gone for the holidays with my family over Thanksgiving here. I hope you have a nice and wonderful Thanksgiving with your loved ones. And another quick little announcement here to make is Black Friday after Thanksgiving, I'm going to run a sale, a super sale. I've done this before. I haven't done it in a while. I did it during the pandemic. I'm going to give away everything for a super low price that I got. If you want to get in on the Fiddle Jam Institute All Access Pass, a lifetime pass, this is your time. I'll also throw in all 4 of my courses. I got the course, if you're just a beginner, I got the Bucket List Fiddle Jam. It's an adult beginner course. If you're not an adult and a young teen or something, you can do it as well if you'd like. I also have the Blues Violin course, and it's an exhaustive course. It's a good course. Get you playing the blues and a bunch of old school styles, modern styles, country blues, jazzy blues. It's a good course. I also had, if you're trying to figure out how music works, I got Music Mechanics 101. It's kind of my version of music theory, which I hate that word, theory. So that's, you go over all the basics, how to play, no triads and scales and the number system and stuff. And I also have Fiddle Jam 101, which was gone. It was the original course would go beyond the book. The book is still available too, and I will actually throw in the digital copy of my book with this sale as well. As well as the follow-up book, which was the Etudes, Rock and Blues Fiddle Jam Etudes. So you get, for one price, which is only going to be $100, pretty good deal. This is more than $1,000 worth of stuff. For the holiday here, I'm going to run a quick sale. I'll let it open the doors after and Black Friday, I think, after Thanksgiving. For $100, you get a lifetime pass, which was usually about $400, and you get the 4 courses, which are, I think $100 each or something, and the 2 books that I made, and I'll throw in a couple bonuses, one which has not been released yet, one which is, what's it called, the Master Jammer Scale List. So it's like every scale I could think of that I ever used jamming is going to be on this list and explained, and it'll also have links to videos of me describing and playing with each one. So that's a cool bonus. And the other bonus was what? If you're a non-reader, I got this non-reader's cheater sheet. So it's a whole big bundle of stuff. I'm not even sure how to technically give you this all stuff. I'll give you access to it, but I figured it out. I've done it before. So $100 for all that coming up. All right, so watch for that. I'll do another quick announcement when I release that. After Thanksgiving. So I hope that gives people value. I want people to use this stuff and get value of being creative. As I head towards, as I've mentioned before, I'm heading towards a revamp of the site that really features my core message of freedom, musical freedom. All my materials have always been around about that, really, just how to be musically free, how to show up and play even if you don't know the song. Play something, right? If you're in church, they ask you to play that long notes behind the singer, and they bring tears to people's eyes, and add to the service. Or if you're at a picking party and they want you to play a tune, you don't know the tune, well, you'll at least noodle around and tater in the background or something, and follow the bass player and the guitar players, and play something and enjoy yourself. Or if you're have electric violin, it's a band, come up and sit in. I don't know what to do. Well, you know what to do. If you're in a blues band or a rock band or jazz is another level of things, but I can even get you be free with some easy jazz at first too. I think I'm going to repackage it and maybe even do a whole new course with that. But that's coming. But all my materials have always really been that, and with my 5 T's, my formula, right? I've mentioned this before. Sorry if I'm boring you. Let's see what is the first. The first T is tone. If you can just make a good sound, even if it's one long note, you're on your way. And if you can melt people's hearts with just with a good sound and bring life to your sound, that's really important. You don't have to be a virtuoso, you just have to be virtuoso with tone, how to bring it out of the instrument. Number 2 is, what was it? I get my list over there. I can't remember. It's early in the morning for me. Oh, technique, of course. You learn, just get the stuff out of the way, the mechanical stuff. If you're a classical player, you probably have that mostly out of the way, except for a few weird techniques that we do in the rock and creative world, which I teach those as well. Of course, the other word I just said, I hate theory. Theory is kind of an unproven concept. We know how music works, right? It's not a theory. This is the mechanics of it. I like to call it music mechanics, but I needed a T for my 5 T's, so it's theory it is. That's the third one. The fourth one is timing, or rhythm. And in the modern styles, there's all kinds of cool isms and schisms of rhythm, whether you swing or shuffle and, or straight rhythm, intricacies of getting a deeper sense of rhythm. All my things always revolve around these things. But the fifth one is the most important, and that's trust. And people always go, what? Trust? What does that have to do with music? It has a lot to do with feeling authoritative and feeling fulfilled, in that you learn to trust your own inner ideas. First and foremost in music, you're going to play it your way, exactly when you want it, with the timing, with the tone, with the technique. Everything revolves around trusting your own inner self. A lot of people don't trust themselves. All of us deal with this in life. But great masters are completely in tune with whatever they're getting. They're just taking dictation, right? I like to say that when I'm improvising at my highest levels, I'm just taking dictation from the angels, just hearing what I'm going to play and playing it. Hopefully the best you can. And that connection strengthens as with practice. With that, most teachers don't talk about that. And it's really important for at least touching on what I would call greatness. Greatness is simply just being tapped in, turned on, tuned in. All right? So, and that is always going to, been in my materials, it's always going to be in this new thing I'm going forward to, the 5 T's. If that interests you, so stay tuned and stay watching my stuff. By the way, I got all those live videos I've been doing, the live streaming each week, in a playlist. If you want to catch up and review, or if you're new to this and want to check them out, they're on a playlist on the Outlaw Fiddle Jam YouTube channel. I changed the name of the YouTube channel a while back to incorporate my building violin business as well, which is Outlaw Fiddle, and the Fiddle Jam Institute is of course the educational arm of my endeavors. And now we have one place for Outlaw Fiddle Jam. So check out the Outlaw Fiddle Jam website, or the YouTube channel rather, and you can go from there. So I hope that's everything. Oh yeah, I wanted to say also that I was messing around the channel just this morning and realized that I have a playlist for stories as well. I've been telling stories of weird things in my career, goofy, funny things, lessons I learned, that kind of stuff. There is a playlist for stories on there too, and I'm going to be adding more. So check that out if it's of interest to you, might influence you for the positive. So a lot of stuff going on, and I hope you all have a blessed holiday with your family or loved ones and friends, and or at least if you're alone, just say Om and do some great meditation or something. And be at one with the universe. How's that? And one with your musical muse. How's that? And we'll see you next week after Black Friday sale and another live stream, which I'm thinking about really expanding those live streams in different ways too. Let me know if you like them. And not a lot of people are watching them. I just kind of did it unannounced and just see. I think 200 or 300 people watch them. But if you like them, if you have questions or subjects you'd like me to go over in these live streams, I'm kind of digging it. It's kind of neat just to turn the camera on and go, here we are. What do we got? I got this idea. What do you think? And it's more immediate and can be, when I get my system together and be able to watch the chat, people can chat along and add questions. It's kind of a neat world that came from the gamers. I'm learning from all these young people I'm around sometimes. It's like the gamer community really has done the live streaming thing to the extreme. I'm trying to learn from them. So I think there's much value we can do in music education and performance. And I may even start a whole another separate channel live stream just for my own personal performance stuff. I'm thinking about that. Maybe you're interested in that. Let me know. if you are. I got this new tune, what do you think? And it'd be more performance oriented, separate from the educational and electric violin stuff. So if you got any ideas for me, or thumbs up or thumbs down, or want to give me encouragement, I always appreciate it. And again, have a nice holiday, and we'll see you after Black Friday.